Going live. Hey guys, what's going on? Keder here in a different setting today. Totally powerful, amazing. We're having this hangout today. I'm actually in the car. As you guys know, my wife is expecting twins and things are going a lot crazier now. And that's the power of the internet, being able to run your business anywhere. All you need is your laptop or your computer or cell phone, which let me tell you guys, for some of you that makes it so hard. You can run this business wherever that you are. This is my phone. I'm actually using the Wi-Fi of the phone to link it into the computer so we can have this hangout that you're watching right now. My phone is actually the hotspot, and I'm actually using the computer to record the hangout. So you literally can build your business just anywhere. You just need to have the desire, to say, hey, you know what, I can't get home, but use whatever that you have in your hands. You can make it happen. But we're gonna have a powerful call tonight. It looks like it's gonna be me and Nick. I don't know if anybody else is gonna be coming up as far as the leaders. I just posted on Facebook. So definitely, my name is Keder. For some of you that's watching, probably don't know me. I am one of the leaders on the No Quarters team, and we started this vision about, I'll say, 3 months ago. Right, started getting people together and in one vision and building our business online. So today we're definitely gonna be talking about some cool stuff, some event that happened in my life that allowed me to literally. I've been online for about 2 years and a half now, guys. Well, I've truly been online for like 2 years, right? That's when I started making money because it was I find out about the internet. It was in April. April of 2012, and I really started making money in May and going into June. So really about 2 months, 2 years and a couple of months now. And what we've been able to accomplish online has just been mind blowing, right? And I want to give you my story and help you do the same thing because I love the internet because we are in the business of everybody else is not the same. What I can do, you can't do. What you can do, I can't do. It's crazy because we have different ability, and what you bring into the marketplace, you can literally change lives and make it even bigger than me, right? Or make it even bigger than other people. So I'm here with Mr. Nick. We had a powerful call on our team this morning. It was totally amazing. A lot of people came out, a lot of feedback. We are growing, guys. We're attracting. This morning we had someone who came out on the call who earned $1 million already in their business. So we're attracting leaders, we're attracting other people that sees the vision of what we are doing. So stay tuned. It's gonna be really powerful. Some of the stuff that I'm gonna share with you. I'm gonna share with you my secret, my specific secret that allowed me to come online and made $250,000 just that fast online, right? I'm gonna share my secret with you. Will it be the same thing for you? Again, I just said we are all different, and that's what I love about this industry. We are not a bunch of drones, a bunch of robots that create an army of drones, but we are all different. I'm different than you. Your results will be different than mine, and that's what makes it amazing because we all have different gifts. Where I'm strong, you might be weak then, and where I'm weak, you might be strong in, and that's where when we come together, it makes it so powerful, when we come together as a team. So I'm gonna let Pastor Nick, I'm gonna go ahead and post some stuff on Facebook. If you're watching, get excited, share this hangout. Let's get people in this hangout so they can get some value, guys, because it's amazing what we're gonna share tonight. All right, Nick.
Yeah, guys, just thrilled to be here as always. If anybody was on the call today and is not familiar with, we've never met, you get to put a face to the call here. And I'm just, happy to be here and happy to be part of this because this team, it was amazing at the end of the call having somebody come out and say that they've earned $1 million in their business, a self-made millionaire through what he's done online. And to be attracted to this team and what's happening here is really just validation for everything. And what's great about that is that it's levels of success that are in here, whether you're starting, whether you're a little bit along, or you're like that guy who's already achieved $1 million. That's what we're all here for. And income disclosure, none of us are ever going to be here saying that you're guaranteed to make a certain amount of money just by being on these hangouts, but that's what we're sharing. We're all here to share and just to learn from each other and use these techniques and strategies to build our businesses. And tonight's definitely going to be powerful. It'll probably be just the two of us on here, but sharing how these events work and how they can really just 10x your business when you're part of an event. I heard that term before, and I always love it, for the ability to 10x your business. And that's something that an event can really do, and it's really powerful the way that that can affect you and the people around you when you're part of something like that. So, Keder's got an amazing story that I'm sure he's going to be sharing about events he's been to, and I'm definitely excited to hear that and share a little bit myself. And it's just going to be powerful. I hope everybody just gets a lot of value from what we bring tonight.
Definitely, definitely, totally amazing, guys. I'm still like, I'm still shocked being in the car and hosting a hangout. That's kind of cool, and we got a bunch of people on board, and I'm gonna be sending it to my list, and other people's gonna be watching this video, guys. And just to show you that running a business online is not that difficult. If you do have the desire and you truly want to get it, you truly want to go out there and give it to other people. I made a video earlier today about, being go-givers instead of go-getters. Go out there and give your ability to people, give your story to people, help other people believe in themselves. So really, guys, my story, I remember a couple of years, right, I was literally watching a hangout like this one. Matter of fact, it was a video, it was not a hangout, and I saw this dude talking about he did not finish high school, right, and I was working my butt off, studying like crazy to pass my classes, and this dude, he's walking on the beach, right, and telling me, hey, you did not finish high school, and now he's earning, millions of dollars using the internet. I'm like, what? You gotta be kidding me. And I'm going to school here, busting my butt every day. I'm studying for me to be earning not even close to what this guy's earning a year, right? Said, man, this is crazy. I had already got started into online marketing then, but I just didn't have the belief yet. I started doing little CPA marketing. Yes, I was making some money. I was making about, when I first got started, I was making about $100 a day, which is not bad for some people. It's not bad, but I was using Craigslist. I didn't know systems. I didn't know any of that stuff. I was just posting out on Craigslist, and people was completing a certain type of offers, and I would get paid. So it was CPA marketing. So I knew the internet worked because I started making money. So for some of you that's maybe you're watching, you never made a dime online, maybe it might take you making that $1 that will give you that belief that, man, it's real. Or not even. It might take you getting around this, because you might be watching this, and if you don't know me, you might think I'm a scam. Because, there's so many people online, and there's so many people who's been scamming, and we hear the stories all the time. When you see people, you probably believe that Nick is a scam, because you never met him. You don't know this guy. Like, you don't know me. You just see this dude in a car, and we might be just planning a scheme here just to scam you out of your money, and that's how you feel. And and I'm not against that, because I was the same way. I used to feel like, man, this thing, it must be a scam. This dude, he looks like a scam. But I went to an event, and I saw the same dude. I'm like, wait, that's that dude. So, man, that's that dude that was working on the beach, and he's earning millions of dollars. He's a real guy. He's real. And that, my friend, took my confidence to a whole other level. And when I came back home, I said, man, if this dude, walking with flip-flops, this dude, his hair is all over the place with frizzy hair. If he can make $1 million without a high school diploma, I can do it. And that's the belief that I needed. That's the confirmation that I needed. So I struggled a little bit when I came online, right? But then I found a mentor, which is the thing that a lot of people don't do, right? It's to find a mentor, and things is going to happen in your life. So really tonight we want to talk about, how did I make 250K? I don't, really, guys, if it wasn't for some of the people that's probably watching this, or some of the people that I know online, success is a collective work. It's not, I can't take credit for it. I can't go and say, hey, you know what, Keder made 250K, yeah, I'm the man. I really can't, really, because success is really nothing but a collective work. Without Nick being on this webinar with me, I probably would have been here by myself telling you the story. So the whole thing, guys, the only reason I made the income that I made, or I became successful in what I did, is because of the people that I impacted. Is because of the people that I came around with. It's because of my team. It's because of people that I linked up with. And that's what really made me realize, man, it's all in the power of getting attracted or being attracted to the right people or being connected to the right people. So, backtrack a little bit. The power of event. One event was that event last year that actually in Denver happened in Denver, right? Was supposed to go to Denver, and that, my friend, changed my life. My first event that I went to was in Austin, Texas. I remember that event, guys. I really didn't have any money. I couldn't make it to the event. So my sponsor called me and said, "Hey, Keder, you gotta make it out there, man. Your life will change. If you make it out there, your life will change. Everything will change." I said, "Oh, I don't know, man. I'm going to school right now. It's kind of hard." Then I got a video from someone named Mike Abs. Probably some of you might know Mike. And then Mike made that video and said, he wasn't literally talking to me, but he said, if you get to that event, your life will change, your income will change, everything that you know about making money online will change. And I just believed it. For some reason, he just suddenly hate me. Because sometimes you could get caught up in the noise that's going on Facebook. Hey, this is the new strategy to make $5,000 online. Hey, this is the new strategy to get 20 leads a day. This is the new strategy. Hey, this is how I make $200. And I don't blame you. I get caught up in the hype sometimes. That is why sometimes, I've been learning from some people how to shut down Facebook. How to shut down, going to the groups and checking out everything, because you will not be successful if you're trying to do successful at everything. One of my mentors says that, most people, what they do, they try to do everything. If you're trying to do everything, you will get nothing, right? If you do everything, you will get nothing, right? And then there's some people, if you do something, that's the case. If you will get trying to do everything, you will get nothing. And if you that type of person, see, all right, this person was calling me. But anyway, guys, if you're that type of person that wants to do everything you see, you will not be successful. You gotta with the right people and make it happen. So my first event, right? We didn't have any money. We couldn't make it out there it was actually in Austin, Texas. And me and my wife, we was part of the company. We started having some success, but it was not that big success yet where we could even buy our tickets. We couldn't even afford the ticket. And we wanted to buy one product before we get there because we wanted to be this. We wanted to be all in. See, I carry this bracelet with me a lot, right? Because it just keeps me motivated in my mind that I'm all in into what I'm doing. Right now I'm doing this webinar. I'm all in. I'm all in for you. I'm all in to give you what I have. So we didn't have any money to actually get to that event. And I told her, you know what, babe, let's just sell the car. And you know what? We had 2 cars at that time. She wasn't going to work. And I sold my car. I sold my car so that I can get the money to pay for that ticket, right? I sold my car so I can get the money to pay for that ticket and get the money to get all in my business. So I did, because I needed a product. I bought that product. And my brother ended up borrowing me the rest of the money. My brother, Gene Cormier, or Shillings Cormier, he ended up borrowing me the rest of the money. So I flew out to Austin. And we stayed at a crappy hotel. We didn't have much money. We had barely money to eat food while we was over there. So it was like, hey, man, we just gonna make whatever it is, and we got ourselves a rental. So we drove to the place, and it was crazy. When we got to that room, something happened, because we've never been around so many people that wants the same thing, right? I've been to church. It's awesome because you're around people that has the same spiritual mindset that's going after the same thing. But when it's come to dreams, I've never been around more than my family. Like, sometimes my family don't even believe in what I do. My family sometimes don't believe in my dreams. And it's crazy, right? So never in your life that you will be around so many people at the same time that has the same mindset, the same vision, that has the same dream. So I went to a room. There was about 2,000 people in the room. All of them wanted to have freedom. All of them wanted to spend more time with their families. All of them wanted to make money online. All of them wanted to change other people's lives. All of them wanted to impact this world before they leave this place. So I said, man, this is crazy. There's like freaking 5,000 people around me, 3,000 people, and all of them wants the same thing. The energy was crazy through the roof, because you know what happened? When you can get other people to believe into what you do, it gets powerful. You know, it just amplifies your why. It amplifies your message. It amplifies your desire to get it. So having all these people around me made a transformation in me. You know, when I joined my company, my sponsor had left. You know, she had left and said, "Hey, Keder, you're gonna be, you know, by yourself. I'm not doing this thing. I think it's a scam, whatever." But I had the vision because I was making money online. I was already making money with little stuff, CPA. So I knew the money was real because my PayPal was blinging up like every day. So, but I wanted that residual income because what I was doing, it's like work again. I had to work every day in order for me to make money. So when we went to that event, you know, we said this business can build us residual income. We're gonna go all in and we're gonna do what is required. We went to that event, man. That hotel sucked, but when we got to that room, there was so much energy, man. It was like, oh my God, like everybody was just so excited. It was crazy, and I loved it. And I'm like, man, I could do this. I could see myself doing this. And I started speaking to people, and that first event brought a breakthrough in my life, right? And that first event, I heard a leader said that, you know, stop whining, stop crying. Even if your sponsor quit, even if you don't have the team that you wish that you had, go out there and create that team that you wish that you had. Go out there and become that sponsor that you wish that you had. You know, it has to start with somebody. Why not let it be you? And that's what I did. That first event changed my life. Now let's get into why. You know, I'm gonna share how. Now, how did I make 250K? How that one event is what changed my life. When I said that, it's not even my product, guys. It's not even a product. Sometimes I don't even get to share my story that way because some people just believe you just get caught up into the numbers or whatever. My product is not what changed my life, but my connection. Being around the people, being at an event is what changed my life, right? For some of you that's watching, some of you probably know, or you probably don't know, I came out with a product last year called Can Crfeate Bananas. In about 6 months of time, we made 250K selling the product, right? Just revenue from the product. So this is how it all started, right? For some of you that don't blog, and you know, I had a blog. You had a blog, so we started having training on the blog, and I started teaching people because my desire, guys, is to help people, right? I mean, we all started to get the money, right? We all start to make the money. Like right now, me and my wife, we've been out all day. She had a doctor's appointment. I had to come here because my phone got mixed up. I had to come here to T-Mobile to get it fixed up. She's actually inside, and I'm doing this hangout in my car. And I'm not getting paid for this, right? I'm doing it because I love my team, because I love to help people. I want to inspire you to believe in yourself. That's why me and Nick, we're taking the time to do this hangout and inspire you. And this morning we had a really, really powerful call that really, you know, changed my income. Again, you know, it's the connection. So it's the connection, you know, from Nick doing a call, from some of the stuff that he said on a call. You know, I've been linked up to someone who's made millions of dollars online already, and he wants to join my team and bring his whole downline with him. So how powerful that is, because I am connected with Nick, and he's bringing more time, freedom, more income in my life. So at the end of the day, guys, success is a teamwork, right? It's not just me, you doing it. You gotta be able to link up. You gotta be able to network. You gotta be able to extend your network, because your network is gonna be your net worth, right? So I went to that event, right? The next event that changed my life is Denver. So the whole thing with my Can Crfeate banana product, I started giving value, helping people. Craigslist was the way that I started making money online. That's how I started to market my business, right? So I started getting traffic. I was getting 100 leads. I started getting 20 leads a day on Craigslist, right? This man named John taught me how to do Craigslist. I started going to his training. He taught me how to do Craigslist, right? So I started posting, and before I knew it, my ads was getting ghosted. So whatever problems that you're going in your business right now, it could be your breakthrough for you. So my ads started to get ghosted. So, you know, I didn't know what the heck I'm doing. Why my ads are not showing on Craigslist? So I started going to the hospital. I was working at the hospital at the moment. I went to the hospital, started posting my ads in the hospital, and you know, I would go to the library, you know, and post my ads in the library just so I can change my IPs. Then I said, you know what? Let's go to the internet. You know, it's the source. Let's find out what can we find out about the internet. Then I went online on YouTube and find out that if I change my, I can't change my IP. So I said, wait, I don't have to go to the library. I could do this stuff from home if I change my IPs. So I learned how to do that. I changed my IPs, and they started to stick again. Then I said, wait, let me start posting more ads. Let me start doing more accounts. Then I came out with a formula that I started getting 30 leads. Then I just, all that I did, just took it and just posted more, and I started getting 100 leads on Craigslist. And before I know, I was getting 200 leads, and all I did was just upscaling. Then there was days I was getting 500 leads. For some of you that's like struggling to get leads on your business right now, just imagine how it feels that you was getting 500 leads a day on Craigslist, and it was almost free. It was free advertising. I wasn't paying anything for it. Then when I saw I was doing that, I went on my blog and wrote a blog post, right? On that blog post, I gave people information. I said, hey, this is how you do it. This is how I did it. Before I knew it, that blog post ranked in Google, and I was attracting people not just from the United States, right? People from Cuba, people from everywhere, from the UK, people from Australia. Everybody was contacting me. I was literally answering 30 messages a day, from questions about Craigslist. Hey, how can I get my ad to post? What can I do? What tricks are you using? I truly love what you're teaching. That stuff is helping me. Do you have more training? I'm willing to pay for it. Do you have more stuff? And I'm like, wait a minute. People are willing to pay me for that stuff, and I have it for free? All right, that's cool. That's a cool idea, right? Then, that came to my head. I said, yeah, that's kind of cool. Then I went on Facebook and started posting my results. That is why we tell you, if you get results, post them. Share them so other people can see them. So I went on Facebook. I started posting, hey, I'm getting 100 leads today. Who's getting 100 leads in your business? And people were like, well, I can't even get 2. And I'm like, okay, well, you need to know what I have. And I tested out first, and I told someone, if I teach you what I know, how much you would pay me for it, because I just didn't believe in myself, right? I believe in the company I was promoting. I believe that I could sell product for $1,000 because I was selling product that's worth $1,000, but I didn't have the confidence in myself that people would buy my stuff, right? I would be selling the company stuff, but I just didn't feel like people would buy my knowledge, what I have, because I didn't have any confidence yet. I was just doing this thing, just playing around with it, and it's working. So this girl was like, I'm paying you $100. I'm like, wait, you pay me $100 for training? Like, I knew I sold stuff before, but it's never been my own training, because all my stuff always been for free. I've always been training people for free. And she was like, yeah, I'm sending you PayPal. Give me your PayPal. I'll send you the PayPal money right now, because I want the results you're having. Oh, wait, you sending me PayPal money? For real? Yeah, you gotta be kidding me, though. Okay, cool. Here's my PayPal. So she went ahead and sent me the money, right? And then I started making a couple of sales. So she got results. She started posting it, and a couple of people went, "Hey, this girl told me about your training. I went in on it. I'm paying you $100." I'm like, okay, here's my PayPal. Send me $100. Before I knew it, people was buying my training before I even get it out there, and before I even put it out there or anything. It was just all by mistake, right? So it was like, okay, cool. I'm making those little $100 here and there when people ask me for it. Then I went to an event in Denver, right? I went to an event. I had my mentor, German. He was actually shooting a video for one of the company that we started. That made 6-figure, which is pretty powerful company. I teach people how to rank their stuff on Google using tools and different stuff, right? So when we went to that event, he was shooting a video. I had one of my teammates who's actually on my downline. She's a video beast. Like, she's a video producer, a real professional video producer. So she was shooting a video for the main company that we were starting video. And Jermaine was like, because I was at that event, guys, because I was there, because I was present, and that's the power of event, guys. For some of you, I'm sharing this stuff with you because I want you to get to the next event. Whatever event your company's doing, or if you're part of our team, get to Orlando in September. But whatever event your company's doing, get to that event. It will change your life. So we went to Denver, right? He's shooting he's shooting a video for an event. And he was like, Keder, would you like to give a try? Like, just try out, maybe make like a product review on your product. Just make a video, like something that explains what you do, because I know people have been buying it from you. Like, yeah, man, cool, I'm down. Let's do it. It was just a try out. We didn't take twice. We took it just one time. There was no retake, nothing, because it was a try. It wasn't something that we planned. It wasn't something that I planned. It was like, okay, let's just give it a try. All right, cool. We tried it out, 5 minutes or 4 minutes video, right? That 4 minute video ended up being, if you guys go to crfeatebananas.com, look at the page. That's the main video. No retake, no nothing. They just edited the video and give it to us. Boom. That one video made 250K in that one product last year, just because of the power of event. Just that, guys, just because of the power of taking action and align myself with a vision, align myself with a bunch of people, and that, my friend, was the product that I needed to give me the confidence. After we dropped that product, we had other product. We've done so many other great things in this industry, helping so many different people, and that is why I can build this team, because of all of this. So all we're doing is building on the success that we've had and more successes. Now I've helped other people create different product, but guys, it all started really from humble beginnings, from truly passionately wanting it, from truly passionately wanting it and say, man, I don't care what it takes, I'm gonna get there, man. I'm gonna get to that event and my life is gonna change. I believe I'm gonna meet up with my business partner. We're gonna create some type of partnership. We're gonna create a product. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be me. If you come to Orlando, it doesn't necessarily have to be me. It could be Nick. It could be someone else on the team. It could be someone else you don't even know. And you guys gonna go and create something massively powerful in the industry. Even world, like, it doesn't even have to be about marketing. It could be a lot deeper, guys. When you get to places like these, you meet up with other people that has strength in other areas that you're weak in. And that's what I did. When I got there, I'm not the type of person that rush up to take action. But my mentor was like, hey, just give it a try. If it was for me, I would have never went and say, hey, man, can you give me a try and try this video? But due to the fact that I align myself with people that's going to push me and say, hey, just give it a try, man. Just do it. Just do it, man. I believe in it. Just do it. And that, my friend, was the spot that I was weak in. And he pushed me to go to the next level. And boom, I did it. And that, my friend, opened my eyes to income. For some of you that's like struggling in your business right now, you're trying to make $100, you're trying to make $30, and you feel like, oh my God, I can make this. I can't even make $100. I can't even make $30. Man, I can't wait for you guys to have that feeling. When you feel like money is not real, and you just feel like, what the heck? Why? What? Yo, I remember one day I woke up next to my wife, right? When I just came out with a product. And it was a Sunday morning when we dropped it out. We was going to release the product on Monday, right? It was the first time we've made that much income. And it's like we couldn't stop it. The product, it was live. It was live actually on Sunday. And on Monday, it was going to go out. Boom. People was just buying. Like, it was like, oh my God. Like, I'm next to my wife. I'm like, yo, dude, we already made $1,000. I'm not even out of bed yet. This thing isn't even out. And for that day, guys, that was the biggest day that we had online. We had close to $7,000, and the product was not even out yet. We had a $7,000 day from selling from the internet. For $7,000 day, man. Like, a lot of people spend a whole year. Well, if you're rich, right? If you're in a rich community, you probably don't spend a whole year. But there's people that spend a whole year to make $10,000 to $15,000, guys. We made in that week we made close to $15,000, man. A $15,000 week. And as the product was not even launched, when we launched that product in that month, we had our first $85,000 month. 85. And it was like, oh my God, like, it was just flowing to the point that PayPal shut down my account. PayPal was like, yo, this is you're doing some illegal stuff right now. The activity was crazy. And guys, all I'm doing is not to really impress you, but it's truly to impress upon you that money is not real, and you can make this stuff happen for your life, for your family. And when you understand how to use the internet to leverage the power of a team, the power of building your own brand, who you are, because we are all different. What you can do, I can't do it, right? And when you can acknowledge and own up to that, and you start growing, you start investing into your own self and getting to events like the ones we're going to have in Orlando, your life will start changing, your income will start changing, and you will just have no words to explain it. So yeah, man, that's one of my experience with events. So I'm just gonna, I know Nick, you just came from Orlando, and you just It's all good. So, oh, that's a better view, huh? But anyway, guys, like I was saying, Nick just came from Orlando and meeting up with his business partner for an event. So, I know you can just come out and share just the power of mastermind because, I mean, you could have stayed where you are, but you went and masterminding because that's very important. Not just over the phone. When you can meet up with someone live and you mastermind over certain things, there are certain things that just take place from the way that you talk, from the way that you guys see things, and the way that you bring it to the table. It's totally different. Like for some of you that makes it to Orlando, I'm gonna show you. I mean, I can show you stuff on a webinar or whatever, but I'm literally gonna show you how do I get 5 to 8 sales, 10 sales every day. How do I run my business right now when I'm out with my wife and we've made over 1K today online? How do I do things like that? How do I, get people in my business every day? What tools do I use? It's different when you can see someone run it for the day than when you can just come on a webinar or hang out like this one. I could talk for like, whatever, 30 minutes, an hour. It's totally different when you spend a day with someone and you can see what they do and you guys can mastermind together and give different ideas. So I know, Nick, you went to a mastermind in Orlando. We didn't have a chance to meet, but definitely just talk, a little bit about power, your own ideas and power of mastermind and different stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. One thing that you said that was just really, really powerful to me was just the power of being present. You said that, and that to me was just like, that's awesome. That's so true. The power of being present, because a lot of times we don't know what we're capable of, especially when we're getting started out. I know that for me, one of the biggest things I had to overcome was the ability of feeling like I deserved it. I knew that in my mind I wanted to do big things. I've always had a dream inside of me that I wanted to follow my own path and just live life my own way and be successful in a self-made type of environment. But there was still a disconnect for me where I would look at the world and feel like whether or not I really was, whether or not I was really deserving to have this. I'm trying to get my screen share right here too. I don't know if it's good or not, but yeah, I mean, basically, the power of being present though is just showing up. Just being there whenever there's an opportunity, whenever there's something going on, to say that you're going to be there, to commit to making yourself in that environment so that you have the ability to see what you're capable of. So you have the ability to be there when the opportunity is present for you to act. It's very similar to how I came onto this leadership team here within this group, because these guys are all, from a different type of online marketing world where they've been in, internet marketing and with the home business world, and I came from something a little different in traditional business, so I didn't have as big a network. I was kind of building something on my own, and I was using online marketing, but it wasn't really a social thing. We had a business and a service that we were bringing to our target market, but I was behind it. They didn't really know who I was, and so I found this team and I got involved with this product, and I just made myself present every single time until, the value was there and people started to recognize what I was bringing and hearing what is there, and it's really been amazing. And that may seem like something small to say, well, I went from watching Hangouts to wanting to be on those Hangouts and now being there and being able to host calls, but that's what it is, guys. That's what success is. It's small steps. It's constantly small steps. A lot of people always get hung up on looking at the far down the line view, where they're looking at how does it get to where you're at the top and where you're doing the big things and you're making all the money, but it's small steps that get you there over time. And that's how it really happens, is by putting those small steps together until you build upon it and get to where you want to be. So the power of being present is so, so important, because when you're at these events, you're putting yourself in a situation where you can really create that in your own life, and you're making it possible for yourself. And that's why I really believe in events. And more to the point, what Keder was saying there is so true about being around those people and in that environment. There's a quote by Jim Rohn, he says, "We're the average of the five closest people in our lives." And when the first time I heard that, it really hit me in a powerful way, because I actually took it to heart, and I took a really close look at my life, and I said, if I'm the average of the five closest people right now, what am I an average of? And that's when I was in a business failure and when I was broke. And look, it's nothing against the people that were in my life or the friends that I had, or, maybe the friends that you had, people you grew up with. But the reality is that if you are at a certain place in your life, you can probably look to the people around you and see that there is, a pattern there. And that's what I had to do. I had to look, and I saw that there was a pattern there, that these people didn't have what I want. As a matter of fact, they were the people that I was trying to rise above that crowd, because they didn't care. They were stuck in a mentality that I didn't want to be at, because I had bigger ideas and bigger dreams for my life, and they just didn't see that vision. And at first that can be discouraging and hard to rise above, because you feel like you're the outcast when you do that. I don't get as many calls from those guys anymore to go out and to go do what they do, to go to the bars and drink and that kind of stuff. And on the one hand, it kind of sucks at first, because you're walking a different path. But on the other hand, where do you want to get to? Right? In the end, we can have reasons or results. All right. If we want to have a result, then we have to go after it. And one of the things that events does is give you the ability to put yourself in an environment with other people who are on the same mission as you. And that's why it's so powerful, because when you get a collective group of people who are all, trying to get to that next level, and who are all focused on becoming a better version of themselves, and who all believe in something, then it just multiplies, and it helps you validate what's real in your life, because it's one thing, like Keder said, to be here talking to a computer screen and to know that there are other people listening on the other end. But it's a lot different to be in a room full of those same people and know that we all believe in the same thing, to know that we all believe we have something better for ourselves, and that we're not going to stop. We're going to keep going after it, and we're going to keep living our story and living our dream until we get to where we want to be, and that we all support each other in that movement. And that's what the events are for. And I'm super excited for what's coming up with LSN and this grand launch in September, because very rarely do you get the opportunity to be at the beginning of something huge. All right, and I'm not going to sit here and predict the results or try to tell you the future, but LSN has all the makings of something that's going to be huge. I mean, what you've already seen as part of this team, and maybe what you've already been doing since you've joined. I mean, we got people getting results all over. It's going to be big, because this is still very new, and we all have the ability to be at the grand launch. The ability to be part of something as it happens. The type of momentum that we're going to get from that and be able to take is really something that I'm looking forward to. And that's not just for my LSN business, but for my business too. I have a primary business, just like most of you do, outside of this, and as an entrepreneur, I'm constantly looking to build and to keep going on top of that. And that's what this past weekend was when I went to Florida. The business that I run with my business partner, that's when a lot of things changed for me. To step it back even a more of a minute, I was saying that the people in my life weren't the right people, and that I was the average of something I didn't want to be the average of. Well, when I met the business partner I have now, Josh, and he's not involved in this, but he is somebody that I met, and he had this idea for a company, and he was looking for somebody to run with him and for somebody to help him market it. And I brought what I had, and we both had different skills, and we both had different abilities that we brought together, and we just masterminded on a daily basis. And through that, my life completely changed. I was opened into new things, and I got to start becoming successful in building a business and becoming the authority in my own life and getting results. And it was simply by putting myself and aligning myself with somebody else who was on the same mission as me and who was trying to accomplish the same types of things, because we kept each other going. When one person wasn't motivated, the other person was, and said, yo, let's go, get back in it, And it was just like that every day. And now, 15 months later, I'm in a position where company expenses, all paid. I'm flying down to Orlando to, go out on the boat and just have these meetings and, over dinner and, the stuff that I always wanted. And again, not to try and sound impressive because others are doing it too, but just to let you know it's possible. 2 years ago, I had nothing. 2 years ago, I was scraping quarters to try and go buy a Hot Pocket from the dollar store, and now I'm going to Bubblegum Shrimp and we're dropping 200 company paid on a meal that night. And that's just because we stayed together and we stuck with the vision. And it's so powerful because we get together like this weekend and we lock ourselves in an office and we just trade ideas for an entire day straight. And from that, we came up with some amazing things to take our company from where it's at now to where we want to be. To go from being a six-figure company to a seven-figure company. That's how these types of ideas start. That's how they begin. They begin with a mastermind somewhere. If you read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, one of his success principles, he makes it an absolute law that you need to follow. He says in there is that you need to have a mastermind for whatever you're trying to do. You need to have people who can support you in your vision, like all great entrepreneurs have, from Rockefeller to Carnegie to other people like Henry Ford that would have masterminds and they would go on to just massive success. And it's the same thing today with people like Bill Gates or Mark Cuban or Damon John. These people have masterminds that they work with to achieve that type of success. And I want to follow in that path because, that's the way to go. And that's really where I want to get to. So I'm going to keep surrounding myself with the people who have what I want. In the beginning, it was there was a lot of pride that was there that I had to overcome. And this may be something that only relates to a few people, but, a lot of times I think as people, we look at somebody else and we say we want to have that. And if we don't have it, it can be a little frustrating. And, sometimes we don't want to ask for help because then we're admitting that we don't have it and that we need somebody to help us get to where we want to be. But that's one of the most crucial principles to my success is that I was willing to ask for help. I was willing to find the people that had what I want. Even now that I'm already, in my own success and on my own path of doing great things, I still buy other people's coaching. I still surround myself with people like Keder and the other leaders on this team that can bring new concepts to my mind and help me learn new things so that I can constantly be becoming a better entrepreneur and really a better person at life and at winning in this game. And, that's what it's all about. I mean, we all want to win. And so we're all just looking to be part of that winning environment. But here's the most important thing, I think, from listening to Keder's story. And, I hope you get it from listening to my story as well. But, when you listen to him talk about how he was willing to sell his car to go to an event, guys, that's not a joke. That's a crazy commitment to be able to say, I'm going to do that. And, I had that type of commitment in my life where I was willing to say, I will go broke. I will go starving before I give up. And the point is that you have to be willing to believe it before it happens. All right, that's something that is kind of a backwards concept in today's society. There's so many skeptics out there, and it's okay to question things and to want to know the answers. But, we grow up hearing things like seeing is believing, right? Or I'll believe it when I see it. But that is just like the backwards of how successful people think. Successful people know that you need to believe it if you want to see it, because nothing is going to come to fruition in our lives if we don't first make it happen up here. And that's just the truth that any entrepreneur will tell you, and it's not something I'm making up from my own life. It's something that I've learned from people like Bob Proctor and Les Brown that teach these kinds of things to help others accomplish that, because it's a principle that works. If you want to get somewhere in your life, you need to believe it. And I know there's probably people right now saying, well, the event's in Orlando. And I would never judge anybody's situation. I would never act like, it may be difficult to get there or plane tickets aren't expensive or it can be tough to drive. But think of it this way. I was talking with my friend the other day, and he was telling me something that he would just love to do. And he makes good money in a corporate 9-to-5 type job, but he's not happy. And he said that he was telling me his dreams of what he would love to do. But I told him at the end of it, I was like, look, man, you're honestly, your problem is that you just don't believe it. And I would never judge anybody or tell you to live your life anyway because I believe in, we're all here to do what we want to do, live free, do your own thing, right? But the point is that if you were to believe that you could make it happen and you could make just as much money doing that as doing this, then you'd have no reason not to do it. If you were to believe truly, like Keder did, that if I sell my car and I get to Orlando, my business is going to blow up, then you would do it. You would be there because there would be nothing stopping you. And that's a tough gap to bridge because you really have to, it's all faith. It's really all faith. But the crazy thing about being in that position as people, in my opinion, is that when we put our backs against a wall like that and we say that this is my decision and I'm going to make it happen no matter what, that's when we prove that we are capable of incredible things. And that's what I really got from his story is that he put himself to no plan B. All right, there was no plan B there. I'm selling my car. If I don't go to that event and make something happen, well then I'm out of luck because I'm coming back to no car. That's crazy, and I can completely relate to that because that's what I did in the beginning. I quit my job. And some people looked at me and said, "Man, you're dumb. Why'd you quit your job? You weren't even making any money yet." Well, I did it because I believed in it. And I suffered for a long time because I may have jumped too early, but by making that decision, I'm not encouraging anybody to do that, by the way, but by making that decision, I put myself in a situation where I only had one choice, and that was sink or swim. And you know what? I knew that I was not sinking. I looked at myself and said, Nick, you're only 27 years old. There is no way that you're giving up at this early in your life. And you're just going to make this happen no matter how painful it is, no matter how long you got to go just scraping it along the bottom. It's all possible because I believed it here first. I believed that in 2-3 years I could be sitting here in front of this screen sharing with people how I went from point A to point B. And that's what's so powerful about all of this, and it all relates back to events because that's where breakthroughs happen. That's where you start to believe in yourself and surround yourself with those people and mastermind and realize what you're capable of and how much greatness is really inside of each and every one of us and how unique each of our stories are and how worth it we all are. Our dreams are all worth it, regardless of what anybody in your life says right now. Everybody's dream is worth living. That's why we have them. That's why dreams are there. They're meant to be lived. That's what our life is for. So I'm going to give it back to Keder. I know I've been talking for a little bit, but I get excited about this because I believe in human potential, and I see so much of it here on this team and what people are doing on a daily basis. And it's just really incredible to watch people have breakthroughs, and I look forward to anybody coming to Orlando. I mean, it's going to be awesome. There's going to be so much value, and we are really in the best position right now to ride a wave of momentum that can literally just take us to wherever we want to go. And I know where I plan on taking it, and I know where Keder plans on taking it, and I hope everybody is there for the ride because every single person watching this has the same exact ability to do whatever they want. Let me
Wow,
pass it back to you, Keder.
wow, so powerful, man. That you dropped so much nuggets, man. I was just listening, so much nuggets in this whole hangout, man. So much stuff that you just said, man. It's just so powerful. All that you've been saying about, your story from starting from the bottom, man, and not having a plan B. Guys, understand that. If you have plan A and plan B will not make it happen. You gotta make a decision. If you're gonna win, you gotta make a decision to win. And like you said, man. Yeah, I always say this quote, right? Put a winner in a winning environment, they're gonna go win. And you guys already have that DNA inside of you. If you're in this hangout right now, you watching, you're different from the 95% of other people that's watching TV right now, that's watching other stuff. You're trying to sink in information that can change your life, that can change your income, that can change everything about you. So you are different. Applaud yourself, give yourself a hand. You are different from 95 being just choose to make a decision. So I know for a fact that You have that gene inside of you. You have that DNA, right? You have that winner DNA inside of you. And all you need is a winning environment. And when you can get to that event in Orlando, you get around all these people, that's a winning environment. Because if you just stay at home and you get distracted, you're on Facebook, you're doing different stuff. You know, sometimes you believe in yourself, sometimes you don't. But when you can get around it, I'm excited, man. Because we're gonna go to the top with this company with what we do. And this stuff help you brain yourself. That's what I love about this company. What the tools that they have, they help you brain yourself. You can sell it to anybody. You can help anyone that's any other business to take themselves to the next level. And that's what we're gonna teach you when you get to Orlando. But it takes, you know, buy the tickets. The first do that, you give yourself no excuse but to get there. You know, you gotta give yourself no excuse but to succeed. That's what I did. When I sold my car, I said, man, forget it. I sold my car now. I need to get another car. And now I'm driving in the other car. You know what I mean? So I sold my car about a year ago, and now I'm driving in a better car, and my wife's dreams car. So really, guys, what I want to tell you, everything is possible, but you gotta take action. You know, you gotta start and say, you know what, I'm gonna take action. I make the commitment to be there. I don't care what it takes. Even if I have to go there and I don't know how I'm gonna get back home, I'm gonna make it to that event, and my life is gonna change. Something is gonna happen. I don't know who, I don't know how, I don't know who you're gonna link up with. Something is gonna happen that's gonna change your life. It's gonna change your income. It's gonna change everything that you know about making money online, because you are powerful, my friend. You know, everything that I've done, you could do 10 times more. You could do 100 times more, because there are people that's making 100 times more than that I made, than what Nick's made. You know, whatever Nick has done, you have the same potential. And the greatest part that Nick just mentioned is the fact that you part of something that's new, something that's gonna revolutionize the marketplace. Guys, I've been online for over 2 years. You know, 2 years and a half now, going on three. And I would not drop, really marketing anything else that I'm doing to market this, because I'm not that dumb. I've been in the game for a little while now. I've made dumb decisions. Yes, we all had it. We gotta grow from different decisions that we make, but we feel so sure about this stuff. It's like, man, it's gonna change the lives of so many people. And I tell my team all the time, frontline, I tell them, hey, if there's a possibility for people to make millions, why not let it be you? If there's a possibility for people to buy things online, why not learn how to rank? If there's a possibility for people to buy stuff on the internet, why not let them buy from you? They buying anyway. So it's a skill set. Once you have it, I could tell you, man. I love the freedom, man. The freedom with internet. That's why I think internet marketing or being your own, entrepreneur is so sexy. I love it. Because of the fact that you can do whatever you want whenever you want. I just went to New York for like 2 weeks, and we spent some time with my family, and we just had a good time. We was in Vegas for about a week, and I'm just thinking about it. If I had a regular job, I couldn't do that. I would have to, ask for days off. I would have to ask for my boss to allow me to go, and it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. You can do whatever you want. We want want you guys to get to that level, right? And if you get yourself to Orlando, I can tell you, your life will change. Everything will change. You get to meet me. You get to meet Nick. We'll get to take some pictures together, some videos. We'll give you guys some pointers, some live stuff that's happening in our business, how we are doing it. You could see our computer, see our back office, right? Not everybody, but some people. But everybody, get to Orlando. If you get to Orlando, guys, it's going to change your life. I can guarantee you that. And if you come with the mindset and the belief that, yo, I'm going to go there and I'm going to connect with people that's going to change my life, I'm just so sure of it. That stuff has to work. It's either work or it works. There's no buts. There's no if. It has to work. You don't have another choice. I don't have any other option. When I quitted school 3 months before graduation, and I said, man, What am I gonna tell my parents who's been expecting me to be, finishing school and going to work at the hospital, and now they look at me like this dude is crazy. What happened to you? So when I did that, I have no choice but to make this stuff works. What am I gonna tell my wife who's looking at me like, hey, what are you gonna bring to the family? You doing this stuff? So I was willing to do whatever it takes. And if I had a mentor, he told me, hey, get to the event, your life is gonna change. I was willing to, even if I had to walk there, I would have get there. You know what I mean, guys? I'm telling you, get to that event, your life will change. Because the event changed mine. It changed mine. It got me connected with the people that I needed to, and boom. Now I don't see myself ever going back and get a job and work a 9 to 5 or work for somebody else, guys. Because you're worth a lot more. You could make so much more than what you're making right now. Jim Rohn says that the only way for you to increase yourself, you gotta increase your value, right? In order for you to increase your income, you gotta increase your value. And sometimes people think that value is how much money you have in the bank. No, it's not. Value is not even how much income that you make. It's not. Your value is your surrounding, your wealth, because you could lose it all, man. You could lose all the money that you make. But if you have the surrounding for success, I bet you people like Donald Trump lose all their money and they make it happen. They make it happen all over again because they have the surrounding to do that. But take someone who wins the lottery and they lose all their money, they can't make that money back because they don't have the surrounding. So your true wealth is your surrounding, is your friends, is the ability to network with people that has more understanding, that has more connection, and that can help you get to the next level. So that's what this event is gonna be all about, man. So Nick, I'm excited, man. I can't wait to meet you, bro. This call this morning was powerful, man.
Hey, I'm excited too. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And that Donald Trump versus lottery example, wow, that's so true. I mean, that is, Donald Trump was a billionaire in the 80s, and then the real estate market crashed, and he became a billionaire again, obviously now, as we all know. And then there's this lottery show where people win millions of dollars, and of course, there's a show out there because there's so many of them that end up going broke and penniless and bankrupt. And I'm not. It's not funny that happens, but it's just the parallel there because it's really all about having a wealthy mindset, and that's so powerful saying that because that's what the event is. Look, guys, nobody is sitting here telling you to do something that they haven't done themselves before. It's not about us. It's about you. And nobody's saying that you're going to go to an event and then come home and the next day you're going to make $1 million. But the point is you're developing yourself and you're putting yourself in a winning environment and you're helping yourself get to the point where you are unlocking the potential inside of you that may not have been unlocked yet. Maybe you've never had somebody tell you that they believe in you. And so that's why, people like myself and Keder are here to say that we believe in you and that we want to meet you down there and that this company is here to help you achieve your dreams and this team is here to help you get to where you want to be. So I'm excited too. I'm looking forward to meeting anybody who's down there, the masterminds we're going to have going on, sharing strategies and learning things from people. I mean, I plan on learning just as much as sharing. It's going to be really awesome.
You have to take a shower when you get home?
Yeah. Man, my connection is going crazy in and out. But guys, we're gonna close it out if you guys can hear me. It's been a powerful call. It's been a powerful hangout. Right now, what you need to do is to grab your credit card, look at the number, go in your back office, grab that credit card, look at it, and say, man, I'm going to Orlando. Get that credit card in your hand, log in your back office, put that number. If you gotta call your mom, your dad, you know what, let me borrow some money, make it happen. Go to your back office. If you gotta do it and the wife is not looking, and even if you get in trouble for it, just know that, hey, you know what, this is for me to change my life. This is for me to change our lives. Go make it happen. Log in your computer, buy everything, buy the ticket, come to Orlando, meet us, man, because the information we're gonna share with you has the possibility to change your life and make you a lot of money in the process if you apply it right, guys. Making money online is not hard, but it's just a skill set. And once you learn it, I can tell you, you'll be free and, you'll be out of the 95% of people that's not succeeding. And that's what we want to create. We want to create a team of winners. That's why we are not quitting. We don't believe in quitting. We believe in taking it all the way. So my connection is going in and out, but it was good to have all of you guys Go buy your ticket, and after you do, if you're already part of the team, if you're not on the team yet, you watching this, just get linked up to whoever invited you here. Get back and get connected with them. Get started on our team, because that's what we're doing. We're taking it to the top, and we're helping a lot of people get there with us. You know, we're not a selfish team. We're very open-minded, very ready to receive and help other people grow, you know, whatever that level that they want to grow into. So, guys, go out there, purchase your ticket, and what you need to do after you do so, let us know in the group. Get excited. You know, make a video. Hey, I just purchased my ticket. I'm so excited. I can't wait to get to Orlando. Put it in the group, and also put your name. Hey, I'm going to the event. You know, and put it in a 90 days boot camp. Put it in the group LSN group chat that we have. Put it inside of the No Quitters LSN group that we have. Let people know. Hey, I'm going to Orlando. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna change my life. Buy your ticket. If you have to flash the ticket, flash it up on Facebook. Let people know, hey, I'm changing my life, and let them watch. You know, let them watch you changing your life, and that's gonna be a proof to them that, hey, you know what? People has the ability to make things happen, because I'm not any different than you. Nick is not any different than you. I put on my shirt the same way that you do. You know, I eat the same way that you do. We all have blood flowing in our vein. We all make mistakes, but we all know that, you know, it takes the ability to take action to change our lives, and we took the decision that is required to do that, my friend. So, with that being said, I believe in you. Go back there, take action. I'm gonna see all of you guys in Orlando. I can't wait. We got some crazy stuff ready for you guys. Some crazy mining with the team. If you're not in the business right now online, you're not getting anybody interested in your product, get to Orlando. If you're not getting people interested in who you are, you know, you can't get your brand out there, you can't get yourself out there, get to Orlando. Whatever thing you're facing right now in your business, get to Orlando. And we're going to help you resolve this issue, guys. Let's make it happen. With that being said, Nick, I don't know if you have any final thoughts, man, but that's it for me for the day, man.
Yeah, hey, look forward to seeing everybody there, guys. Have a wonderful evening wherever you are in the world.
All right, guys. So we look forward to seeing you in Orlando. See you guys later.